Very good morning, Deepak ji. Very good morning, David.
Good morning.
Yeah, very good morning, everybody.
Good morning,
Uh,
everybody.
David, namaste. David ji, namaste. How are you?
Namaste. Namaste.
You are welcome back to the board, and I hope your visit, so many visit to India. India is calling you. Are you open to come back to India?
Yes, India is my destiny. I love it.
Wonderful. So, I'm so happy. Let me introduce to the audience like about you. Uh,
Okay,
the Hey India, the Global Nature Film Festival, we welcome you. And
sure.
here I would like to invite my guest, Mr. David Liu, who is my brother, born in Taiwan, and he's my brother from Canada. And just to let everybody know that David have been like so much help to us in India. He brought us a lot of gaming education, a lot of gaming talent from Canada in the past. And like since the yesterday news about Yogi Raji has announced to make a big Bollywood in Delhi NCR in Noida, where David used to stay frequently, like he used to come 4 times a year. We are
Mhm.
planning to start the gaming college and like film education once again. Everyone to know what Mr. David thinks about it. And let me also welcome Professor Deepak, who has been the faculty with us in our previous gaming education, where he was
Right.
teaching the animation facts kind of thing. And so let's welcome Mr. David Liu on the like our plans for CIE revival back in India in January 2004 or 2021.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sounds very good. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to bring CIA back. So we love to see more Indian students, and also, of course, to help them to get into this wonderful industry and have more new blood and new ideas to influence Indian, and also help Indian culture to influence the world. Because after 2020, the new world will be different. And I think it's time for India.
Mr. David, what do you think about like I remember like you were talking about that some flying monkey god in Asian culture. Do you think like if we could integrate the Hanuman and that kind of flying experience, uh, you think that will make sense to get that kind of experience with like you've been very closely working with Jackie Chan at HTC. Can we bring or introduce those kind of things too?
Of course, yeah, we would like to introduce different technology skill to India market, and we believe that India also has very strong their own technology too, so we can cooperate. Um, and a lot of Chinese gods actually from India. You know, those original ideas um, uh, from India and influenced by Indian religions. So with the fully respect, um, our most popular hero character is Monkey King. I personally believe is that image is from India. Um,
Wonderful.
some Chinese professor disagreed, but I just think that they don't open their mind. That's all.
No,
Correct.
Yeah.
I remember you gifted me some of the CDs, the animation one, like 15 years ago. And I
Mm.
remember that I think it resembles something like Hanuman. We have the flying god, or
नहीं
the
नहीं
Hanuman from Ramayana. Maybe they are same. And David,
Yeah.
like I believe, like you, since although even I met Mr. Jackie Chan twice in India when he was doing the film in India, and
Hmm.
would you like to share your experience with working with Jackie Chan because he's a
Yeah.
celebrity in India. Everybody likes Jackie Chan like anything.
Yeah.
So
Jackie.
Eric.
Hello.
yeah.
Hi. So Jackie, he's not only a filmmaker right now. He's also um, environmental protector. So he recycle all his equipments that he used on his film set. the lights and the different and kind of equipments. They they he asked artists to work with him to reform those equipment and make them to be the piece of arts, and to with that he want to spread the message that helping people to recycle uh, every disposal garbage and all the stuff, to turn them to be art, like make the world more beautiful. So he has a exhibition going on around the world, and I'm the one helping him to bring his work to United States. So last year in January 2019, our first stop was in Utah,
Mhm.
Salt Lake City. So the governor and general uh, the whole government people are actually supporting us. So we had an exhibition going on in the Leonardo Museum. So it was very successful, and Jackie arrived by himself, and everybody get crazy and get his autograph, and he interact with American kids. So it was a very very rememberable uh, memories. Yeah.
Very. No, I
Hmm.
I met him, but I never knew that he's so much into environment protection. Although I'm aware of your initiative in uh, that your Canada Film Group (CFG). I know, like you
Yes.
were talking about the green, but I didn't know before that. Like Jackie Chan is so much into environment. Although this is I think you are the celebrity even for the show, because this festival, like it's a environmental film festival. It's a film festival is all about the global nature. So I think we should
Yeah.
celebrate and we should congratulate Jackie Chan, and we should talk this story. I think I will be happy to
Right.
spread this. Yeah, and in the Indian filmmaker, they should get inspiration from his love for environmental and like recycling of the nature thing. This is very impressive.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
And
So.
David, you'll be happy to know, like we got you created the wave when you came to India. You know, we used to go for a lot of talks, and like you've been celebrated. So here's a live example. Let me introduce you, Professor Deepak. Professor Deepak was in our team in CIA, and he was teaching animation. And
Hmm.
now he's on dialysis, but he's so eager when he found David is coming. He's in hospital. He's going through dialysis, and he's still from hospital. He's eager to host you here in David. You see your
Hmm.
fan club here.
Yeah. Yes. It was
He's
good.
Professor Deepak is in hospital right now. He's in dialysis in hospital, but
Oh,
yeah. He said, I want to see David and I want to just invite him to India for the film thing.
that's that's honored. I was honored to see you. But I hope you're getting well.
You're on mute.
Oh, oh,
Professor Deepak, you are on mute. You're on mute. Deepak, you're on mute.
Yeah, the body is sick, but the mind is awake, wide awake.
okay.
So something like this. You know that space scientist who was there, who was paralyzed, and
Hmm.
he was there working on the wheelchair. So it's just a barrier of body. Mind is wide awake,
You're
wide
Okay.
talking to
awake.
Stephen,
And
Stephen Hawking.
I remember you were just talking about the monkey god.
Yes.
In our scriptures, in our Puranas, in our religious text, he is known as Hanumana,
Hmm.
Lord Hanuman. And I have watched Monkey King animation and movies, and I am the way it is shown there. It is beautiful. You know,
Mm.
Vikas, He is the only god. I belong to the martial arts group. I know a little bit of monkey style. The monkey
Okay.
style is one of the most formidable style is Chinese monk in Chinese culture. So it is
Hmm.
like you say you are a big fat guy. How you know monkey style? So if you have seen this movie in which there's a panda and he's predicted to be the best fighter among all.
Yeah,
So
Kung Fu
Yeah.
it is
Panda.
something
Kung
like
Fu
that
Panda.
God has given to me. So
Yes.
coming back to the topic, the monkey god is one of the most finest and the most fiercest warrior known in
Hmm.
Chinese mythology. And he, with his staff, the golden staff, is such a formidable opponent that the whole army of fighters are against him, but none can defeat him. And he's a very mischievous god. He's a again, but his mischief is very childlike, very innocent,
Hmm.
and it's beautifully shown. The way it is shown in the movies, because in our culture he's always wearing wielding a gada. Gada is a huge weapon, but in this royal metal staff made of gold, it is so beautifully done. It's
Hmm.
so awesome that if we can uh, find a common missing link or a common thread between the two cultures, then it will be a great visual treat. Tracing
Hmm.
what the lineage is from Hindustan and India, and coming back to the all Eastern countries. Something like
Yes.
this, and the same monkey god, the same being portrayed, prayed, looked upon, and revered as the monkey god. So something like this. He's a
Yeah.
global icon. He's a global icon
Hmm.
in
It
mythology.
is. Yeah. The
David.
book, the
Yeah.
book about the monkey god is um, in in China is called Journey to the West, which is
Okay.
India. Yeah.
David, I believe you personally also believe in like spirituality and like mythological stories, and like you've been. I was informed that you are working on some animation which is about the god and history. Can you reveal something? What are your passion and like what drives you to make the films around or the games around like mythological films and games?
Mm.
Is it the money? Is it like you believe in that? What makes you believe and like what motivates to make the content on like mythology and God kind of thing? Is it your childhood stories or like is your parental thing or is it your exposure to Canada and China and India?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we had a because in the medias we had a lot of chance um, uh, to get like Greek Greek gods and Viking gods and and a lot of Western heroes, you know. But I think it's time to bring Asian um, gods and very original Indian gods to introduce to the new world, and as a very fashion, very modern looking, um, and new generation kids, I believe they will enjoy it, these kind of characters to help them to understand another side of the world.
wonderful. What are your own thing? What are you busy right now these days? What are you making? Like because in
Oh,
COVID, a lot of things. Yeah.
yes, I'm making a animation film called Nine-Headed Bird. So that's a Chinese gods. Um, with the bad images, like people think Nine-Headed Bird is a bad bird, but in our show actually we're trying to bring the reputation back. Like he's actually care about the people. So is a reinterpreted the culture. Like
Yeah.
we are building a bridge between the West and the East. Um, yeah. So we do have several different projects going on right now.
Wonderful. That we'll be happy
Mhm.
to share, and we would like to see if you can do one of the guest lecture and let the people know how you work, because I remember you working on like a lot of international projects, and you have worked on the Disney kind of projects in the past. And if you can
Mhm.
bring that kind of thing to India with the Indian audiences, that will be wonderful. And like
Yeah.
just let everybody know that audiences, I just want to share with you, when David came first time to India, he happened to visit a place called Barath. Barath is my native place. And when
Mhm.
he reaches there, everybody says something to him. And in the evening, David was very upset. And he said, like, I said, why are you upset? He said, everybody want me to go back. I said, no, India is very welcoming country and they respect their
Mhm.
guests. And David said, no, 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 Mr. Vikas, I don't like it. What the hell? Everybody is asking me to go back. I said, no, there's some confusion. He started packing up. I said, tell me what the reason is. He said, everybody says go back, no more stay. I said, what do you say? He said, everybody said no more stay.
Yeah.
I said, no, it's namaste. So now, David, what do you think? Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That the first one shocking is was your mom. Your mom uh, wake me up in the morning and go like, "Oh, no more stay, no more stay." I go like, yeah, I'm a because like, oh yeah, no stay." It was culture shock, but it's fun actually. I like India, and all the people there are very good, providing a lot of food, and you know, I keep telling them stop providing food, but the food just continue coming. And see the in our culture is like if the host give you food, you have to have it. So I ate a lot in India, but the food is great. I love it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm sure like you will be coming soon to India, and we can
Okay.
start that again. And on a personal note, even Deepak want to set up something on the Indian food for the global audiences. And I'll be happy
Mm.
to plan on something with you. We can have the Chinese food, the Canadian food, the European food. Maybe we should
Mm.
set up something venture like where we can get the food inspired from the mythology, and we can have some like kind of food joint experience where you
Yeah.
can feel like
Correct.
you're in the Rome, or
Correct.
you're sitting in Taj Mahal and you're eating the food now, but you get the environment of the past. That's the kind of thing we can do.
Sure.
Anyway, David, just to let you know, if you remember meeting my mother that time and visiting Bharat, and the government just yesterday, the Indian government has decided to set up a new film industry back in Uttar Pradesh, where
Mm.
you did the launch with Phil Michelle. Phil Michelle was the one who came with the launch, who has done Spider-Man fame. And the
Wow.
same city is going to be India's biggest film city, which is going to be probably 20 times bigger than the existing film industry. And
Wow.
again, yeah, so and on top of that, you heard of Mahabharata. Mahabharata is India's biggest epic, where the Gita comes from. And in
Mm-hmm.
Mahabharata, there was an incident where all these Pandavas, these five warriors, the five warriors were supposed to live in a palace, which palace was supposed to be burnt out. And that palace was built in next to Bharat. It was in Bharat area. So we will be having the opportunity, and the government want to enhance these cities, and they want to make it more popular than even the Taj Mahal. So maybe we should visualize that palace which was supposed to be burnt out in the story, and that then yeah, you want to say something?
Oh, so where the area is like is in New Delhi or um,
It's going to be Greater Noida, where your very first visit you stayed in JP in JP Resort was the one where you and Phil Michelle, and you stayed in the first resort. Exactly, that's the area where the government is setting up a new international film. Yeah.
and I remember that day that Phil went to Taj Mahal,
Yes. Yes.
and I
Yeah.
was gonna go, and you asked me to stay because we have meetings.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
Never win.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is. I think
So,
India is calling you back again, and
so
you should
you
come. We
have
should.
me this time. You have to take me there this time.
India is calling you this platform. I want you to come more frequently because this film festival is going on. We'll be live till 24th. On 24th, there will be like a closer of this film festival. Global
Yeah.
Nature Film Festival is organized by BTXCity. BTXCity is calling you, and you should be retained the same way like we had started the brothership long back. And even this event right now is being organized by Aryan. He's managing the technical side of it. He's an Indo-Canadian kid. You are a Canadian. He's an Indo-Canadian kid. So you got all like going on. And the people like Deepak, there's so many people who are eager to see you back in India. There's so much welcome. I told you, like, India loves hospitality. They will be happy to be for the revival of CIA back in 2021.
Good. Good. Make sure it's CIA, it's not KGB.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let the people know because people may not know. CIA was a college of interactive arts,
Yeah.
and it has made the revolution in the industry here. And our
Mhm.
first batch, the people who were from our first batch, they even got the Oscar awards. So they've gone to that
Yeah.
height. And now I'm sure, like with your exposure, your networking with at HTC and like Jackie Chan and like all Kevin Costner kind of connections and like worldwide, whatever you've been doing in past, we can bring so much more for the Indian audiences. And biggest thing is like when you're talking about like bringing the Indian mythology to the modern world, you just said like you want to bring that new experience for the youth. That's what we need, the modern kind of thing. We need not to repeat the same history. We have to have more like fusion between like Western culture and like Western taste and the Indian mythology. That's what we have to do. So,
Sure.
David, you want to leave any message for the Indian youth for like how do we take it? This industry, is it a because of the COVID? A lot of things have been changing for the
Mm.
gaming education, for the film education. Do you have any tips you want to leave for the people around here?
Yeah. I really enjoy watching Indian movie.
Or you watch it?
Yeah, 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 I do. Three, I mean, three, three
Idiot.
idiots. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, serious. Yeah,
like famous singer YouTube. That the little girl get famous on YouTube. That movie too.
yeah. Amir Khan movie. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Their his movie are all great, and also one Taiwanese director and Lee direct a film called Life of Pi. As
oh,
Life
yeah.
of Pi.
Yeah, that's Indian movie too, but shot it in Taiwan. Um, and yeah, there's so many, so many, so many. Yeah, and you
And the
took me Indian film too, like old movie. Remember when I was in
yes, oh yes, yes. You went for the Mughal Azam, Mughal Azam.
that's a wonderful classic piece too.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
So Mughal
hmm
Azam, that the show you went, it was the first show of the like it was recolored because the movie was made initially in black and white, and there was only one song which was in color. But when you came, that was the day the Mughal Azam was repainted in colors, and it was shown to the world for the first time. That was
yeah. Like the
amazing technology.
I like the way they are shooting movies. They are shooting the glasses, so they have all the reflection shots. So it's beautiful, and the beautiful dancing, everything is wonderful cultures. Very, very good movie. So I would like to encourage Indian young people. You have the richest culture in the world, and beautiful, beautiful history. So I would encourage you uh, to join the industry and um, create your dream, like through your culture, and introduce your history to the world. And I believe that the world audience will be very very happy uh, to see more new ideas coming out from India.
See, today's session, I would like to also recall, as you recall your my mother. My mother was a PhD. She is in doctorate, and
Mhm.
unfortunately, we lost her because of cancer. And we decided to start a film on like documentary film about her memories. So I will just play a small teaser, like this is work in progress. I'll just have a 1 minute video to for the as a documentary to recall her. Like her name was Veer Bala, and Veer means like a strong, like brave, and Bala means lady. So it was like brave lady kind of thing. So we are taking a French title, and I will just show you. I'll share you with the audience like a small teaser on him, and I would like to your feedback of the making, the camera, and the script. Like let's review that thing also. I want to have an international producer's opinion on an Indian documentary on Mrs. Late Veer Bala from Bharat. Yeah, can we have that video, please?
Jada, 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 Jing, Jing, Jing. Jada, 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 Jing, Jing, Jing.
So, David, you remember my mom and dad, like Mrs.
Yeah, I
Late Veer
do. I do
Bala,
remember.
and my
She.
father. Yeah, we can't
Yeah.
hear you. Yeah,
Oh, can you hear me now?
yes, you're back. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's very good. I think she's also from uh, through her we can see a lot of like a very good value of traditions, which is China has already lost. Like a lot of um, good behaviors, like good lady behaviors, reflect on her, and I think she's a good mother. She's also a good wife. Um, so yeah, so I think she's a very good model for a lot of modern women right now.
Thank you so much. I'm really impressed to see your memory and like your love for like. Of course, we are brothers and born in a different countries. Like, but I feel that I feel very honored. Like you remember that, and you had from the film critics. What do you think? Like that this teaser, like how is it shaping up? Because this is we want to create this kind of things and uh, like the making of it. Like what do you feel about? Like what are your comments on from the filmmaker's point of view? I would like to have your opinion on that, and like Professor Deepak also. Like it's a teaser only, but what is your critic? Like it's a what you see good and bad about this
Oh,
filmmaking?
I think the movie is really good. Is first of all is very touchable. The people whoever made this film, we can feel they have a very big respect and love to your mother. So I think is first of all is a very very touchable um, film, short film, and with the editing, like old records, player. I think
Yeah, yeah,
that's good ideas because reflection uh, her time too. Like
right.
she's from the analog to digital, so they in her generation experiencing a lot of world revolutions. So that's also a good idea to do that. Yeah, and also the black and white thing is very good placed. So the emotions goes up and down through the film and follow the cameras. So through the director's eye, we can see a beauty of her uh, shadows. That's a wonderful piece of film.
Thank you so much. Like I'm so feel touched on this, like because your memories were So good. I'm really super impressed with the. I thought you were forgotten time. You must have lost it. Although, like, even I remember meeting your sister, and in that was like
Shanghai.
like what was CMG, I think, the Tom Online kind of things. So this was really impressive, and like I remember the people watching there also talking about very old movies. I think your auntie used to tell me about like "मैं आवारा हूँ," that Avara movie. That's the first time I met your auntie, and she was singing that song "मैं आवारा हूँ." I said like, "What are you talking?" And like she was like. Uh, this is my favorite movie, and this is a very old movie. Avara is like very classic Indian movie, which people like from probably my father's age kind of thing. But I
Yeah.
was impressed, like people talking about Three Idiot, people talking about this Dabang, and we talk about like all this Avara kind of thing. This is, if we can make some kind of fusion, uh, that will be really, really amazing. Like we had to make the global kind of content, not like specific to Canada or this thing. And I'll be happy to collaborate and have your opinion on that.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I would like to join your production team, and hopefully we can bring Indian culture to the world. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Professor Deepak, what do you think about this? Like teaser, like you want to have a critic from your side?
Yeah, it is very classy, and specifically the soundtrack in the end is very nostalgic. So
Mhm.
I like the whole part of it. Good.
So these are the kind of thing we want to have, like in the CIA back to teaching of this, because this we try the teaser and like they like it's just like initiated by Pixel Studio, where we have a teenager Aryan, and Aryan has doing the editing, and he did his like his own like in-house production kind of thing, because in COVID you are limited to, you cannot go out much, you cannot do much of shooting, but this is like done by, it's a more of an Indo-Canadian kind of talent show in that. And
Mm-hmm.
just to dedicate like uh, David, like on your like your own personal passion, like David, what kind of things you like from the filmmaking? Is it more of a like direction, creative thing, or creative writing? What is your preferences, your personal choices?
Oh, I like to directing the film, and I think I'm I'm a idea creator. So I can come out with good ideas,
Hmm.
and also translating the cultures. That's what
Hmm.
I passionate about.
Hmm.
So I will work professional writers.
Hmm.
I write myself, but I would
Okay.
work with professional writers and create the story. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and then hopefully I would direct the film. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like, is there any particular topic which has in your mind and which you want to share your ideas with the world, with the Indian audiences, especially, which could be a fusion between your plans and like what we've discussed back in Canada so many times? Any particular thing you want to like explore? Any like maybe science fiction, maybe some mythological thing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Is there anything in your dream like which you want to have? Okay,
Well,
let's do this thing together. Yeah.
I think I would like to bring back the Chinese memory, which is
Hmm.
a we used to people used to travel to India and
Hmm.
to learn the religions and cultures from India, and at that time, and two countries are very friendly and very they're communicating is they're building the culture understanding and both sides are very humble. So I think it is a good idea to introduce a lot of Indian stories, like Indian how Indian young people um, survive or young people fight. So that's a lot of good story in India. I know that we should discover.
I think I'm on the same path, and I want to explore the things around Mahabharata and Ramayana, which has the most famous content. And I'm sure, like your perspective, I remember working together on we worked together on Terrapin, and we did a mega, very big show, and this was sponsored by uh, that time Lenovo. Lenovo did the sponsoring, and like we were supposed to have you and Cliff on that. You did the live addressing the show, and like we had like 2,000 audiences that time, and the Terrapin was like appreciate the concept of that was appreciate like anything. So if we can revive something like that, we'll be happy. Actually, Cliff also has reached out to me recently, and like we were talking about like to revive all that because I did a lot of concept art and like. So let's do the uh, let to the audience. Let's share like our pictures together of CIA. Can I have some pictures to the audiences now?
Sure.
David, you want to recall that? Yeah, let's see those. Yeah. You know my old days. This is the first time we signed this agreement. Let me tell the people like this is David and this is our other partner here back in Canada, and we are the biggest gaming college. We had this guy the guy with the curly hairs. He was there for a year in India. David, Professor Deepak, you remember CIA logo, that brand? This was my favorite logo here. Phil, like Cliff here. This logo is so impressive. Like I like the logo very much.
Yeah. Can you go back to the door?
Yeah, we can go back. Yeah. Can we just go back?
Yeah.
This one?
No. This the door with the blessing. Yes, here.
Yeah. There's
Our door. Yeah. I took that photo. I remember.
Oh, you took that photo?
Yeah.
You love photography still, or is this in the memories?
Yeah. No, I took the photo. Because the blessing flower.
Wow. So are you still doing the photography or like no more photography?
Oh no, I don't have those original though. No more.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
these are old memories. Like
Yeah.
Columbia Station, right?
Yeah, we have every day. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, memory. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Good. You still keep those. You still keep those old photos. That's great.
Yeah, it's a treasure for me. We preserve it. Like I have much more of those. Like, but with like Phil Michelle, or like I have those also, and I already shared it with you. And now I'm sure, like because of news yesterday, I feel so excited. And if we can like just take it forward from January, we can have the things back. That will be awesome.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Leo, I think Mr. David, like we would like to conclude the session today, but I will invite you because this was a like quick introductory welcome back note, and if we can have a session with other Indian film experts and have a discussion with you, happy to host you on maybe because it was a short notice for you, but if after 6 hours, 7 hours, we could be back again, we can have one session with the audiences where people will come and say no more stay, but now this time you'll have like it's not like no more stay. This is more for welcoming you. So thank you very much for being here. And like Professor Deepak, you want to leave the message for him to be back or whatever? Like,
See, it is when there is something new, there is no fun. But when there's something old which is getting revived,
yes.
I can feel the pull. So I'll be the happiest person to see CIA getting revived And this is now, maybe we were too on in the Indian context, we were too advanced at that time, but now it is the right time. With films like Bahubali and robots and a lot of sci-fi adventures that are there on the Indian context. A lot of studios are experimenting on CGI, and good content is coming up. Not only at the local level, but even with Amazon and Netflix, things are going great. Yesterday I was discussing with Vikas Sense8, Warrior Nun. So a lot of good stuff is there, and it's right time to hit the film production as well as go for animation and gaming. I loved the shots of Terrapin. The concert was awesome, really awesome. And
Oh, you remember that too?
oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
I feel
That's
like this
great.
is like
so
yeah.
so that
We
way around, and we I believe that with the right kind of people, the right kind of mindset, with technology intervention, we can kick ass any of the studios that are bubbling around and give people them a run for their money and a value for their money, not only
Yeah,
from production perspective but also from teaching perspective, something like that.
that actually I don't know, Mr. Professor Deepak, you may not recall, but like David knows it. Like the Microsoft has awarded that for the best game concept for that time for this Terrapin concept, and we all love that by heart. And with the new technologies now, we can take it further on that for sure.
Correct, correct.
So, David, you want to leave any message for the youth here before we reconnect in the daytime again? Because I know you are in different time slot and the timings
yeah,
will be like juggling. But because in India, most of people are getting ready right now. It's not a time when people are watching you. But I would like to have you when the people are awake and the more people can join you and we can talk about a little bit more of your emotional feeling about India and the film revival and like CIA rebirth as Professor Deepak even in
yeah.
sitting on dialysis, he feels so excited. You can read his face. He doesn't look in a pain. In a hospital, he want to welcome you back, and you think like CIA
Thank you
revival
very
will
much. Thank
good
you.
timings now. So, David, like you want to leave any message? Like I'll be happy to share for the Global Nature Film
Sure,
Festival and for the film and you.
sure. As I can tell that the professor must influence a lot of young people in India, and because he's a teacher, right? And teacher is the most get most respected in our Asian culture. Um, so a lot of philosophers, they are teachers. So I can tell from the professor's face that you are very good teachers, influence young people. So hopefully that in the new era coming, we will have more technology, more interactive software to help young people in India and the world to create their ideas and to share the love, to the world. So I think as a teacher, I believe that's the mission for in every heart of the teachers. So that's what I'm trying to tell everybody.
That's perfect. I remember, David, I remember being with you in Chaodao University and Shanghai University. We had
Yeah,
3,000 plus audiences and like people were warm you like David Jindabad, like, like I don't know, like about David and about like
yeah,
CIA. So I hope we can have those kind of things back. You were there in back in Chandigarh, and Chandigarh we had like I think that time we had in Chandigarh over 500 audiences first time you went to Chandigarh. So I'm going to have
because
the yeah.
because it's time for medication, I need to be off the screen.
Okay, okay. No, no, no. You go ahead. Thank you so much.
great.
And David just said, let's start concluding with that. David just said like about the teacher. So thanks to Professor you being on that. And just to conclude with David on that, David, in India there's a proverb called "Guru Govind Do Khare Kake Lagu Paye." So that
Okay,
means like if I have a God and teacher, who should I like respect first? And it seems it's a teacher because he shows me the way to reach out to God. So you're right.
In
Yeah.
China, we said one. If this guy been your teacher for one day,
Yeah.
and he's like your father for your rest of your life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Same thing here in India.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
group.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe
They
we
say when
maybe we learn from
when
you.
they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Yeah.
So that's around.
So
Let's
thank
see.
you so much to everyone being on the panel, and looking forward to see you again in the daytime at your comfort level, Mr. David, because the panel will continue throughout the day, and we can touch base in 6 to 8 hours from now. And Professor Deepak, thank you so much for joining from dialysis bed, and it shows like all your dedication for the student to, and you should be the motivational example for all the people here. All the best to Professor Deepak and Mr. David. Thank you so much, and for especially for sharing your thoughts and about Jackie Chan and his love and for the environment. And looking forward to see you soon.
All right.
So let's just conclude. Yeah.
Thank you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. It's good.